How's it going, everybody? I hope you are all having a great day. Thank you so very much for stopping by the channel today and checking out my latest video. And what the video is about, well, something Chevrolet and GM did that is just, I don't know, caused so many people so much trouble. Now, what is that confusion, what's going on, and so on and so forth? It involves two things. The first one being the 5th gen Camaro. Yeah, mine's covered up, I know. But as you can see, I've got the pad. No building yet, no garage, but it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. Might have to do a video on that. But that's the first part. The second part, yep, you know it. The switchblade recall. The problem is that people, well, GM and Chevy was getting reports of people hitting the switch with the switchblade key installed. And the report was that while they were going down the road, they would hit the key with their knee, and of course it would cut the car off. And when the car cuts off, first thing you're going to notice is you lose power steering, and it will scare a lot of people. And you know, it could possibly cause a wreck. So GM rectified that by taking the switchblade key and making it a mandatory recall. And some people are still reportedly getting the letters. But what they did was they took the switchblade part out, left the old nasty hole. I've done a video about how to fix that, and I'll post it. I think it's up there, so you can see how to do that. And just added a dangler key, a regular key hanging off the bottom. Well, in their great infinite wisdom, after a couple years, well, you can go buy new keys and guess what? There's a switchblade again. Well, what people are finding out, and you know, they don't like the dangling keys. They want the switchblade back. So what they're doing is they're ordering the housing, the key fob, off of Amazon, off of eBay, you know, $10, where they cost 60 something dollars at the dealership. I think I paid 63 for mine. But long story short, they're finding out that when they go and program it and they crank the car up, in some cases the car is not recognizing the key, okay? And in some cases everything works except for the remote start. The reason the remote start is not working is because you have purchased the wrong key fob. Yes, I said it, the wrong key fob. You've purchased the wrong one. And I will show you how to tell and what you're looking for when you order one, and how to tell that you've gotten the right one. So let's get inside and I'll show you that. Alright, here we are back inside the house. As you can see, I've got my key fob opened up. And I don't know how well it's going to show up in the video, but if you look right in there, you can see a group of numbers. It's a GM part number, but also a UPC code number in there. What, buddy? And when you go to order your key fob, if you order the wrong UPC code, then that key fob will not work, no matter what you do. But make sure when you order your key fob that you pay attention to the UPC code number on there. And some of your real cheap ones that you order on eBay won't come with it. Some of them will. I hope that's coming through on the video. Decided to do a quick video on how to program new or extra keys for Camaros. It will also cover many other makes and models, but this is the one I'm doing for my purpose, which is a 2012 SS Camaro. When I first got the car, it came with one key. And it's great, but it has this obnoxious thing on the side of it. Well, due to a generous Gen 5 forum member, I found out about the insert. And it looks cool and everything. But I've always wanted an extra key in case I would lose mine, lock it in the car, or what have you. I could just call the wife up or get her keys and unlock it. Well, I went to my local dealership and they wanted $135 for the key and $45 to program it. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. So I did some calling around. Same owner, different town. Out the door was $56 and they showed me how to program it. So I'm going to pass that information on to you. All you have to do is have the original key or a working key. Insert it. Unplug this so it don't go off. Crank it up. Let it run for a couple seconds just for peace of mind. Switch it off. Immediately take your new key. Crank it up. Let it run for a few seconds and switch it off. Now to make sure that it works, lock, unlock. Everything works fine. And all it involves is just taking a working key, stick it in, switch it to the on accessory. The accessory run position, and you can hear the chime going off. Let it sit here for just a couple seconds. Switch it off. Insert the new key. Switch it on for a couple seconds. Switch it back off. And then of course you can check it, make sure your locks work. You can hear it working, and make sure to crank the car up. Works fine. One of the questions that I've gotten, well, a lot of times, is I watched the video, I tried that procedure, it will not work. What can I do if I do not have a key? Because in my other two videos, which again I'll post up there, require you to have a working key, a functioning key in order for it to work, to have a backup key. So I did some checking with my local dealership and found a guy that was willing to tell me this is another one of the procedures and to do it. But this procedure is if you do not have a actual key fob that is working at the time. Say you dropped it in the lake, can't get it, dropped it and it got squashed by something, you know, accidents happen. Now here is the lowdown. Now I'm going to show you with my car, although my key works, it'll still work for yours, and it'll work for other vehicles like Chevy Cruze and Avalanches and whatnot. So you'll have to check to see if your key looks like this, and if it does, give it a try. Now regardless of whether you get one like this or you get one like this, which they still sell, oddly enough. Why? But that's their business. I don't care. I got one of each and I like both for different reasons. But let's assume that you have one of these, okay? You bought it and it's not programmed for your car. You have no other key to use to get the key programmed. So you can either pay to have your car towed to the dealership, a couple $100, and then pay them another $60 to $100 depending on which dealer you go to program your key. And I think that's just crazy. I mean, why not just tell somebody, you know? If you want loyal customers to come back, why not just tell them something so simple to help them, and then when it comes time for them to get another vehicle, they might think of you. But here's what you do, very simple, and I'll walk you through it. And again, mine's already programmed, so everything will be the same except for one feature, and I'll show you. Just take the key, stick it in, like so. Switch it till everything comes on, but do not crank it. Do not crank it. On your instrument cluster, mine being a 2012, it would be over here. This is what will be different because my key's working. you'll have a little car emblem, and I'll show that in the video now as I talk to you. But you'll have a little car emblem on there with like a lock, and that's your security code. It's to prevent somebody, let me turn this off while I say this. That is to prevent somebody from taking a key that they got from Joe Blow and getting into your car and not have the right key for it, you know. In other words, breaking into your vehicle with the key fob, because you know how easy it is to program stuff nowadays, and crooks will find their way. So mine doesn't have that, but your vehicle will, and it might even be in the center area on the newer models. Now with that said, you're going to stick your key in like I've already demonstrated, turn it on, and you will have the security thing right there. It would be, that was a lock on my vehicle. Just let it sit there. Yep, just let it sit there 10 minutes. After the 10-minute time is up, you're going to switch the vehicle back off, right? Remove it, stick it back in, switch it back on. Again, you'll get the display showing that the key is not working. You're going to repeat those steps 3 times. After that 3rd time, that lock emblem will disappear, and you will be able to operate your vehicle properly at that time. The key fob and everything will work, and you'll be good to go. But I just thought I'd give you this updated version. Like I said, just do that 3 times. Yeah, I know, 10 minutes 3 times is 30 minutes. Yes, I know, I understand. But you're not able to drive your vehicle anyway, so you're not losing anything. You got plenty of time. But do that 3 times, and that little icon will go away, and your car will then be able to function properly. So what they did is they came up with this idea. They took the switchblade off, gave you a standard key. Not bad, I use it, but I also have the regular switchblade. I didn't give them both of my keys. Only problem is, leaves this slit right here. Just a big open hole to catch dust, dirt, get hung on stuff in your pocket, whatever. So on my other key, I showed how to fix that. But anyhow, there's a piece of plastic that goes in here that has Camaro in it, and it makes the key fob a lot better, so you don't have that obtrusive hole, that slit with nothing in it. But anyhow, it should be standard now. Whenever you go to get a key fob or a key for your Camaro, they ought to put that in there for free. Some places are, some places are not. But anyhow, I'm going to show you how to fix it. Okay, here we go. Very simple, but easy to do. As I told you before, without it, you have this big old slit in it. Not too bad, like I said. A lot of people live with it. I just think it looks better with the insert. The kit that you get, genuine GM parts. You have the GM number, made in the great USA. I cannot believe something is still made in the USA. Anyhow, one kit comes with 2 covers. I've already opened this. Just wanted to make it easier to get it out to show you. Comes with instructions. If you need the instructions, just let me know. I'll be more than glad to copy it on my copier and put it in an email and send it to you. And then it comes with 2 battery covers, just in case you mess yours up with a screwdriver or knife, prying the back off. And then it comes with the 2 Camaro plastic insert covers. So you pry it in your Camaro. All you do, the way I do it, just take this slit. We're going to be removing this back cover where your bow tie is. I just grab it right there, pry up on it. As you can see, the corner comes right up. Do that. Pull the back off. Battery's in there, so you don't have to worry about it falling out. Now you're going to push your button so that you get that slit. Take one of the Camaro inserts. Make sure that the Camaro insert is turned right side up. You're going to put it in that slit. Make sure to push it all the way in, like such, all the way in. Close it. Snaps right in place. take your cover, whether it be the new one or the one that you had, put the prongs down, and snap it right back on. Done. Look how much better that looks. Now it won't be full of lint, dust, or anything like that. Now when you get it in the mail, it's going to be blank on both sides. Okay, it hasn't been cut yet. Now there's a remedy for that too, and it's very simple, and I'll show you that. Because, you know, why take it and have the new blank cut and everything when you've got a perfect blank here if you're not looking to have a spare key. Let's say for instance this your buttons wore out and you want to swap out this. Some people actually take the internals out and all that good stuff, but why do it? Here is a very, very simple fix for that. All you have to do is, you know, you get the package in the mail, open it up, press your button, and open it about halfway. You see right there, there's a little pin. Okay, it's a little pin right there. And all you got to do is push that out. So all you do is take something like a little small drill bit, insert here to where it's half open. And what I use is I've used a little small drill bit or one of those little small screwdrivers that fit in that hole. Anything you can find to fit in that hole. A little, I want to say number 6 nail or smaller, finishing nail. A finishing nail will go right in that hole. You push it out, and as you can see, it's open on the other side. So you can push it one way or the other, it doesn't matter. Just push that little pin out. Take this section out, lay it over to the side, get your new one, do the same thing. So stick something in there like a screwdriver or drill bit, push the pin out, then you have a new fob with no blank in it. Take your working blank, right, stick it back in, and there's a notch that's in the blank, and I'll show that now in the video. What you have to do is when you put that in, insert it back into this, that notch has to be facing this button, because what will happen is that'll give you somewhere a recessed area for the pin to be back in. And then you just take a pair of pliers and gently squeeze it back in, or lay it on something flat and take a little hammer and tap it real easy, or even use what you use to take it out with. Put on it, hold it, tap it back in with a hammer. Then you have the existing key with the new key fob. Now the new key fob's not going to work. You're going to have to program it.